Hello, my name is Mitja Borkert, editor of Car Design News, and I'm here with Mitja Borkert, design director at Lamborghini.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi everyone. Yes, I'm very good. In Goodwood. I think to be as a designer is always great.
And why is that? What is it about Goodwood Festival of Speed that is attractive to someone like yourself?
Because it's a festival, no? I mean, we are here close to the people. We have all the fans here. We have all the enthusiasts here. We have new products here. We have new cars here. So it's, I think, one of the most exciting events on the planet.
And it's interesting because you guys, designers, you're designing these very sculptural objects. They're incredible to look at, but also they're designed to be looked at when they're moving at speed. And that's one thing I suppose Goodwood gives us is they're not just on stand. They are going up the hill. They're going on the track.
I mean, I'm convinced a car or the things that we design, they have to move. Not only from exterior but also from interior point of view. So you can study this here perfectly.
And so let's talk about the launch. What are you showing here? What are Lamborghini put on stand? It's incredibly impressive looking.
This is first of all impressively looking, but this is our new race car because we are entering a new dimension as Lamborghini. This is our LMDH car that is called Lamborghini SC63. SC is 63 in Italian, and it's pretty exciting because you can see not only from close by but also from far away it's a Lamborghini.
And that identification, that design language, what would you say defines a Lamborghini in terms of defining design language?
I mean, on the most recognizable, of course, is our silhouette. Of course, SC63 is driven by the reglement of the LMDH, but for me, it's always the recognition of Lamborghini with the silhouette. You see a car from the side, you see it's a Lamborghini. It looks visionary. It looks, from the future. It looks like a spaceship, and especially also when you see our cars in front view. We have always this, the very inclined side windows, almost hexagonal greenhouse. So especially here in Goodwood, where you are surrounded by so many super sports cars, you will always recognize a Lamborghini.
This is true, and also I guess what's interesting for someone like you as a design director and seeing everything is the interior design as well of Lamborghinis, and that is obviously they are always striking objects to see. But tell us a little bit about how the design language on the interior is evolving.
Also here we are particularly proud because we are also here with the new Lamborghini Revuelto that is opening the next door, of course, in terms of the design language of the next 10 years for the V12 range, but then also Lamborghini in the past, thinking on the Countach or thinking on our iconic historical cars, we are not so famous for the interior design. So, but now with the new generation, with the Urus and with the Revuelto, we are now, we have a definition of what Lamborghini is about interior design. And this is first of all, we define it as feel like a pilot. So, and we have a declination in terms of design DNA for the interior that is, about how you have to feel sitting in a Lamborghini as a pilot. You have to have a slim dashboard, you have to have iconic elements. I'm always referring on the Revuelto, the car looks like a spaceship, so there's an alien inside of a spaceship. Astronaut or alien, we decide for the alien. So, yes. So we are always using iconic shapes like the Y shape. So I want to have a Lamborghini from exterior, from interior point of view, but then also from HMI point of view, and every little detail needs to look like it's from a Lamborghini.
And how does that manifest in a sort of race car project?
I mean, the SC63 project started. We have a super strong collaboration with our racing team, the Quattrocorse Lamborghini. We have developed already in the past the Super Trofeo cars, the Essenza SCB12. So when we started this project, of course, I said we race in style, but we want to create a winner. So every surface, of course, of this car is driven by the pure function. So we were actually sitting a designer in the race department, so they could collaborate as close as possible. I was always running past to see also what is ongoing, and it was clear from the beginning we wanted to have a car that with the Y shapes in the front and the rear, it's so recognizable. We wanted to create a design that is recognizable in the television when the car is entering the pit lane. When you watch TV during the Le Mans time, then the cars, they have to be really recognizable. And there's even a NACA air intake on the body side, like from the Countach.
Interesting. So you are sort of half an eye on heritage as well. The design history of Lamborghini has manifested itself in some ways in this future-looking project.
I would say, I mean, in the end of the day, we are always looking forward. We always want to inspire. We always want to have the next spaceship. But then, of course, Lamborghini is full of iconic cars from the past, and of course, we always have an eye on this. But we are mainly a company that is driven, to create the future.
And this idea that you've got a designer in the racing department, I'm interested in the relationship between the design department and the engineering department, because that's a real focus for something that needs to perform at a very, very high level. So tell me a little bit about that, how that relationship works.
That relationship has to be super close. I'm a designer. I think if you ask our engineers, they will tell you Mitja is understanding us. Yeah? So it is, in my opinion, when you work for such a company like Lamborghini, you need to understand also the needs of the engineers. You need to understand also the needs of the aerodynamical guys, because we are such a small team, so we have to work like a team, and we have to find in the best way, the best compromise for our cars. And I think because we have that like this, and the LMDH car is a manifestum for this collaboration. This is at the moment the big success story of Lamborghini. So we have an absolutely recognizable design. We are, in terms of performance, we are on a level that Lamborghini never had, and we are really now very much challenging our competition, not only in design but then also in performance.
And do you have a favourite detail on the cars and that you constantly return to and think, well, we really nailed that?
I would say I'm watching all the details.
Mm-hmm.
As I say, for me, the philosophy is whatever detail you take out of a Lamborghini, even if it's a wheel or the steering wheel or any detail of the interior, it has to look like it's coming from Lamborghini. Mm-hmm. So it is always, defined by the hexagon or by the Y shape, because that is our heritage. And so for me, for sure, my favorite detail is the power button, the start button.
Right.
To switch on the engine of a Lamborghini. I think everyone is dreaming about once in a lifetime to switch on a Lamborghini.
Absolutely. And finally, we hear the red arrows flying by in the background. Obviously, there's lots of petrol-powered cars making enormous amounts of noise. And I guess it's an obvious question to ask about sound and sound design going forward. For a brand like Lamborghini, is going to be incredibly important. Could you share some of your thoughts on sound design?
I mean, I can speak as a designer. First of all, I'm pretty much looking forward for the future always, because a designer is always optimistic, looking into the future. So of course we are now challenging, the future with different powertrains. But Lamborghini is always about emotions. We always want to deliver, because you don't need a Lamborghini, but you want it. Yeah?
Yes.
So we always want to give emotions, goosebumping moments, and you can create this with many ways. Yeah. So in my imagination, I have in mind another spaceship that is arriving, really like in Star Wars, really with sound like that is arriving. Yeah. You say, wow, what is this sculpture now arriving? Yeah? So I'm quite happy for us, because the sculpture of a Lamborghini is also pretty much working in terms of wow effect just without the engine. Yeah? Sometimes when the Lamborghini is just parked, or sometimes when you just arrive it happened to me once in Italy. I was with my wife in the Lamborghini. The car was switched off on the traffic light, and a group of teenagers passed by. Even without the sound, they were like, "Wow, it's a Lamborghini!" So there's more about it than just the pure sound. Of course, that is, the sound of the V10, of the V12 is something that is creating new goosebumps. But I'm sure we will find goosebumping emotions also in the future.
Wonderful. Well, thanks very much, Mitja, for chatting today. Enjoy the rest of the show. Congratulations on the